I'd like to welcome to the studio a very special guest, the president of SAE, Carla Bailo. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Thank you very much, Gina. Pleasure to be here.
It's exciting to have the second female ever to be the president of SAE in over, 100 years. It's a special position to hold. How has it been so far?
So far, it's been great. I actually got involved last year as the president-elect, getting more and more involved in the events, talking to our members, trying to understand what they, want and need, and how SAE can be better as an organization to fulfill the needs of all our members. One thing that's really neat is the membership has really expanded. So it used to be predominantly industry people. Now we're seeing a lot more startups, people working in the fields of AI and machine learning, all the new technologies, and you'll see a lot of that on the floor here at the conference as well.
Well, I can tell you're really passionate about the work, because as we sat down and we're miking up, and you're already jumping into what you want to accomplish. So take me through your 3 objectives.
My first one is to really increase the amount of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion in the organization. Make sure that we have voices from all of our memberships and to grow the membership more in those ways. For example, here at this conference, make sure every panel has, at least 50% diverse representation on the panels. Really try to include more people in our dialogues, in our social media, in our volunteering programs, in our committees. So the more that I can bring in all those voices and keep talking about it to make people think differently about the importance of having that diversity in everything we do, and the value it can bring is important. Number 2 is to really think about how we can be faster. We create standards, but it takes us too long to create them. Industry's moving fast, technology is moving so rapidly, really at an exponential pace. We can't take 1 year, 2 years to create a standard. If the industry says they need it, we need to be able to make that happen quick. And then lastly, thinking about all of the things that are happening digitally in the world. How can we apply some of those digital technologies and artificial intelligence in our website, in our standards again, to allow people to quickly find the information they're looking for to do their jobs better and more intelligently.
And as we look forward to the future, what transformation technology do you see impacting the automotive industry next?
Oh gosh, there are so many. So one of the ones that I'm most passionate about is sustainability. When we think about how we design, manufacture, and ultimately dispose of a vehicle, how can we look at that entire process and say end to end we have zero waste? So how can we train people differently when they're designing a product to think about its recyclability at the end of the day, what materials they choose, how it should be manufactured, how it should be assembled. Where the heck am I getting these raw materials from so that I'm not creating this huge carbon footprint? The other is thinking about artificial intelligence. That's going to impact every part of our lives, and it'll be no different when we talk about the computer systems and HMI systems in vehicles. As we move into more ride sharing, more autonomous vehicles, what does that mean for the entire environment of the vehicle? And, are we going to become more like the airplane industry where you keep the shell, but you keep updating the electronics and the amenities on the interior? All of these are transformational, and they're going to happen, in a split second of how things have evolved in the past.
If we take you back to your first objective that you want to accomplish, which is increase diversity in the industry, how do you get the next generation interested in this kind of stuff?
So how to start young, I think, is key. And getting into the classroom, getting our engineers into the classroom, getting more volunteers willing to do that so that they can think creatively and see how some of the things that they're learning mathematically and or science and even logic things can be applied to engineering. I see a lot of young girls at various conferences or at robotics events, and they'll ask me questions. How hard is it? I'm not really fond of calculus. Can I make it? What can I do?
Right.
Just encourage them. So if we can provide more and more people that look like them in various roles, not only in industry but in academia, we'll have a lot better success and give the support structure that's needed to get them through those hurdles. And at the end of the day, keeping in mind that what I'm doing is improving somebody's life.
Yes.
I think this is the end goal of most engineers.
Well, the industry is certainly lucky to have you, and we're lucky to have you sitting down here with us today. Thank you so much, Carla.
Well, thank you.
All the best to you.
Thanks so much.